My name is Aïssata. I was 18 when my life changed forever. I was nothing but a poor girl, selling fruits by the dusty roadside. My only treasure was a basket of mangoes and oranges, and my only mission was to feed my family. My father was late and my mother has been sick since 2 years and could no longer make any effort without feeling bad. I was in charge of my 2 siblings and her. Every evening, I came home exhausted, but proud, because at least my brothers would not sleep with empty stomachs. Then, a man appeared. Married, rich, elegant, stepping out of a luxurious car that shone under the sun. At first, he would buy a few fruits. Then my whole basket. And he came back every single day. I fell in love with him. But I also loved what he gave me. A brand new car and a lavish apartment for myself. A brand new house for my mother and brothers. He offered me a life I had never dared to dream of. Trips around the world, multiple and well-furnished bank accounts, luxurious clothes, branded bags and shoes, and sir, I told myself, if I am treated this well as his mistress, how much better will it be when I am his wife? Yet he always refused, always the same words. Aïssata, I love you too much to marry you. Please, do not oblige me to hurt you. But I was determined. I thought he was afraid I could not afford to live with a co-wife. I was sure I would kick her out and keep him for myself. If only I knew. I gave him a son. And after 5 long years, he finally gave in. Our wedding was magnificent, 1,000 guests, 50 international artists, a honeymoon on the Galapagos Islands. At last, I became his lawful wife. I thought I had won. Or so I believed. When we returned, he took me to an immense duplex villa. The house was so vast my voice echoed through the halls. But there was one strange rule. Our son must never come here, he said coldly. He will stay with his grandmother. I'll pay for nurses to take care of both of them. I was shocked. My heart tightened, but I dared not protest. I thought, this is temporary. I will find a way later. There were no servants in the villa. Only 3 souls lived inside, him, his first wife, and me. The first wife, a woman with piercing eyes, explained the rules. Here, each of us feeds our husband in turns. 1 week you, 1 week me. No gathering in the dining room. You must cook, place the food on a tray, and bring it to each of us quarters. Then, you stay with him and feed him yourself. It sounded strange, but I was new, still naive. I said nothing. During the first week, my co-wife carried the tray each evening. But I never once saw my husband. When I asked, where is he, she simply answered, it is not your turn. I grew impatient. Finally, my week arrived. That night, I put all my heart into the meal. I prepared his favorite dish, humming like a happy bride. I wanted to prove I was worthy of him. Before leaving, I adjusted my hair, my shining lips and my fitted wrapper. My co-wife took her tray, looked at me for a long time, then whispered, "Good luck." In her eyes, I thought I saw pity. My heart pounding, I knocked at the door of my husband's quarters. No answer. I pushed the door open gently, and the tray slipped from my hands. In the center of the room lay a gigantic serpent, coiled and massive, covered in scales. But this serpent had my husband's face. His eyes were human, cold, sharp, unblinking, staring straight at me. His tongue flickered in the air. I screamed, stumbling backwards. In the hallway, my co-wife was waiting. Her cruel smile froze my blood. You saw him. Then listen carefully. Each night, he becomes a serpent. Each morning, he turns back into a man. But only outside this villa. Here, he remains what he truly is. You must feed him, and when he finishes, he vomits money. That is how we live. I stammered. This is impossible. She leaned closer, almost whispering. You have no choice. If you refuse, you die. If you try to escape, you die. If you speak, you die. We are trapped, Aïssata. Just like me. That first night, I went back to the kitchen and prepared another tray and brought it to him. I placed the tray before him. His eyes never left me. When his monstrous jaws closed over the food, I felt a cold fire tearing through my soul. It was as if each bite drained a piece of my life away. Then, in a revolting motion, he opened his mouth wide and regurgitated bundles of banknotes, wet, slimy, dripping with saliva. My co-wife gathered them eagerly, without a word. The nights that followed were the same. I grew weaker. My cheeks hollowed, my legs trembled. Each morning, I woke up trembling, while my co-wife adorned herself with gold and jewels. Do you understand now? She whispered one night. We are not wives, we are slaves. Our lives are the price of his power. I longed to flee. I dreamed of holding my son, of feeling my mother's warm embrace again. But the villa's gates seemed guarded by an invisible force. I knew that one step outside would mean my death. And every night, the serpent waited for me. One night, I fell to my knees in my room and prayed. I prayed for hours, begging God to free me. And I believe he heard me. For one night, as the serpent slept, an eerie silence fell. I seized my chance. I wrapped myself in my cloth, took a few jewels, and fled. I tiptoed through the villa, heart pounding, and pushed open the great door. I did not look back. I ran to my mother's house, breathless, my face wet with tears. My son was there, asleep, peaceful. I told him everything, the serpent, the villa, the curse. And to this day, whenever I close my eyes, I see his human eyes in that monstrous head. I see my co-wife's hands grabbing those blood-stained bills. And sometimes, in the middle of the night, I hear a hiss outside my window. As if the serpent is still looking for me.